Okay, so I think in terms of the request for tariff hikes and the recent approval, we should look at it from three different perspectives. The perspective of the regulator and the government, the perspective of the consumer, who are the subscribers, and then the perspective of the operators. So let's look at it from the perspective of the regulator or government. So the regulator has a role in maintaining a balance between consumer protection and also sustainability of the industry. Now, balancing that role is a very, very dicey thing to do. And it takes a lot of, it's like walking on minefields. You step on the wrong one, it explodes in your face. So the operator is not happy, consumer is not happy, or the consumer is happy, but the operator is not happy. So the regulator and the government has a very critical role in ensuring that that balancing act is done very well. And then there's a perspective of the consumer. Now, if you look at the Nigerian consumer as at today, they have been bombarded left and right with all sorts of economic pressures, mostly negative. So there's been inflation that's sat at the 30% rate for months, right? There's the devaluation of the Naira. Naira lost almost over 100% of its value in less than 2 years. And everything is hitting the consumer. So prices of foodstuff are going up, prices of transportation is going up, everything is going up. So the consumer currently is not happy and will definitely resist any additional burden on its purse, right? So they are definitely against any hike in tariffs. And then you look at it from the perspective of the operator. So the operator has been saying that the last time tariff was increased was over a decade ago. They've been operating in Nigeria. Remember, I've said inflation has been up. There's been currency devaluation. They've been operating at the operational costs in the last 2 years, risen by about 300%, particularly energy costs. So the operator needs a tariff increase for it to continue to have an economically viable business. Now, I thought it was important to look at those three perspectives because they are not necessarily perspectives that agree, they are conflicting. But the government is now in the middle and needs to maintain a balance, which is what I think they've done. So even now, the operators, as far as I was aware, they were asking for a 500% increase. Then eventually over time, they reduced it to a 100% increase. Government has given them a 50% increase. The operators are not happy. The consumers who don't want any increase, they are not happy. Government now has to manage all those things and try to maintain some sort of balance. So I think in the next few days, weeks, reactions will continue to come in. But I really feel for the government that didn't have a choice. My perspective is the government didn't have a choice. The price of everything has gone off. Even electricity tariff has gone off. So this is government trying to maintain some sort of balancing act, which they didn't have a choice.